The Parashat is talking about HaKadosh Baruch Hu is sending Moshe Rabbeinu to deal with Paro and to send Kahal Israel out. It's very interesting. Torah says that, what about, Torah says to Moshe Rabbeinu, what about if Paro asked him, Lachem Mofet, give me a sign, give me a wondrous from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that I should know what you're dealing with. Who is this your God that you're talking about? He has such a powerful, what is it? What is his power? Now Hashem says, very interesting that. Let's say imagine we have a firm, business, and you have to send the agent to another business to introduce the product. Now it's very important, it's a very, very precious moment, a few minutes that our agent could spend with that, the agent of the other company, because they have to make the best merchandise, best price, everything, best packaging. Everything has to happen to present the company well. If it doesn't present the company well, then we are in trouble. Here, Moshe Rabbeinu has to present HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He has to present what is the Malchut of Hashem to Paro. And that's a moment to catch him. If he understands what reality of Malchut of Hashem is, maybe he would submit himself, and he doesn't have to go all of this, to go through all of these plagues. And Hashem would save him. Now, Hashem says, if they ask for it, then tell Aharon, Paro, we ask that they should throw the mate, the stick that he has, and that would turn to tanin. Now, last time it says Nachash, here it says tanin. Tanin is a sea monster. It's a great sea monster that monsters. A sea monster, in other words, like a Nachash of the sea, something like that. Very interesting that turns to that, and then Paro told Chacham also to do the same thing, and they did it, and became Tanin, and Torah says, Vayivla mate Aharon matotam. But it turned to the mate, to stick, and then the stick of Aaron swallowed their sticks. And that was a nes betoch nes. Now the question is like this. We know that one of the makot is kinim, lice. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought lice, the Khartoumim, the magicians of Mitzrayim, they tried to do it, but they couldn't do it. And they said, he's a finger of Hashem that points out HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Finger means pointing out. This points out the Malchut of Hashem. This is not magician, this is not a normal, this is not a even abnormal thing that a magician could do. This is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now the question is, how come here, when Paro asked for a mofet, we should do something that Khartoum cannot do? And that shows the Etzba Elokim, that shows the finger of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why should they do something that the magicians also they could do, turn the stick to the mate, to tanin? We should do lice. And through that, that's a greater power of Hashem. It shows the Malchut of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even Khartoum says, Etzba Elokim. Right? The question is, why did Hashem choose turning the matter to tanin over lice? That lice brings out more power and majesty of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now, the question is, why did it become tanin? Why is it tanin here rather than nachash? See, bichlal, if you notice in Torah talks about Nilos River, but in Torah we never have its name Nilos. Torah doesn't mention Nilos. Always Torah says Yeor. Hayeor. What does Yeor mean? Yeor means canals. Canals that you dig in the land to bring water from one place to another place. Now Rashi explains Parashat Miketz that the Mitzrayim don't have water. And that was intellect of Paro. How to manage the water of Nilos to all over. With full intellect, he built up all of these canals of water to integrate the water to all over in Mitzrayim, that they should have water. And that was his chokhmah and his wisdom. Through that, he made himself into an idol for Mitzrayim, the Yor and himself. That's why, if you notice in the Haftorah that we read, the Haftorah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Yechazkel Hanavi, go and give this nevuah to Paro and tell him that tell Paro that Paro, who are you, Paro? Sibadam, go unto Paro. Paro, the king of Mitzrayim. Hatanim Hagadol Harobes Betoch Ye'orav. Who is Paro? Hatanim Hagadol. That great monster, Harobes Betoch Ye'orav, is crouching in the midst of Ye'orav. His rivers. His rivers. Not Ye'or, not Ye'oro, Ye'orav. Plural form. His rivers. Asher Omar, that he said, Li, it's mine. It's mine. Ye'ori, it's my river. Va'ani asitini. And I made it. I fashioned it. Therefore, through that wisdom, through that chokhmah that Paro had, to take water to all over, and water is the symbolic of life, he sold himself as an idol. Li ye'ori va'ani asitini. It's mine, I made it, it's my yeor. That's why Torah refers to that to yeor, not Nilos. Because the Avodah Zarah was not Nilos. Avodah Zarah was yeor. The fact that he used his chokhmah and he saved Mitzrayim. He got water to all over. Those days without water you couldn't live. There is no rain in Mitzrayim. And through that intellect that he had, he implemented such a great technology at that time to bring water all over, and he sold himself like a Tanim Hagadol. Through the water, he made himself a great monster. Now, here, when Paro asks for a Mofet, Hashem says that through the stick, and the stick should become to Tanim. Balaturim explains. Why? Why Tanin? Kedei sheishma Paro. Tanin. Because Paro should hear through your word, it becomes a Tanin, and from the Tanin turns back to stick. Tanin. Because Paro made himself into a great monster of Tanim. Just like this Tanin turns to a dried stick, nothing, there's no chiyud, there's no existence, nothing, it turns to a dried stick. Paro also turns over to Afar Rima B'Torah. Paro, don't think that you're going to have this authority all the time. You're going to have it. If you don't submit yourself, you're going to become like the dry stick. You're going to become Afar Rima B'Torah, you're going to become dust, worm. That's the end of you if you don't listen. Therefore, it's interesting. And that, when Paro is asking, give a mofet from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I want to know something about Hashem. What does Moshe show to Paro? Education. Hashem is interested that you should educate yourself. You should upgrade yourself. You should do teshuvah. You should get up, change. Hashem is not interested to show his own unique power. The unique power of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is to bring lies, to show that the Khartoumim, they cannot do that. But the Mofet of Hashem, the miracle of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the sign of Hashem is not his might and majesty. His sign is to educate you, to upgrade you, to let you know, see, today is the Yortzeit of my father's of the day that was Niftar was Rosh Chodesh, he was learning the Telem of Yoshe B'Seter Elyon. And he told my brother a story that he heard on that day. How much on that day? He heard a story that somebody saw Moshe Rabbeinu. He's going to, he says, Moshe, where are you going? I'm going to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I'm going to Torah with him. He says, I have a message for Hashem. Give it to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He says, really? He says, yes. What type of message? He says, tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem, I don't need your life. I don't need your parnasa. I'm fed up with you. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. Leave me alone. He says, really? Moshe Rabbeinu says, yes. Are you serious? Yes, please do so. Moshe Rabbeinu goes, and then he comes back. The man is standing there. He says, Moshe Rabbeinu, what did you do? Did you tell my message to Hashem? Of course I said. You said it's everything. Of course everything. Now he said, what did Hashem say? Moshe Rabbeinu said, HaKadosh Baruch said, you don't need me, but I need you. That was the answer of Hashem. Hashem says, you don't need me, but I need you. It's interesting. Paro says, Yor li yeori v'ani asatini. It's my yor. I don't need you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I don't need your rain. I don't need to have anything to do with you. Like Eretz Israel is the Eretz of rain because we have to connect to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have to daven. We have to pray. And he said, I don't need you, but Hashem is saying that I need you. I need you to upgrade yourself. My might is, and all of the Yetziat Mitzrayim that we learn, all of the greatness and majesty of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not the power of Hashem, the greatness of Hashem, the education of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to educate people. All of that, the majesty of Hashem. Haggadah, what's Haggadah? Haggadah, another miracles that we talk about. These things doesn't mean anything for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to educate us, to make us the better people. And that is the purpose. That's the goal. And that's the mofet of Hashem. It's very interesting. If somebody asks what's the industry of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what's the great mofet of Hashem, is to educate you, to get you to understand yourself better, life better, and to use the blessings of life. Just like here, HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants Paro to do teshuvah, and not to have such a pitfall. All of this tragedy, all of these people should die. Like by Kriyat Yamsuf, that Paro died, Hashem said to Malachim, don't say Shira. Hashem doesn't want that. Hashem doesn't want anybody to die. Hashem wants people to be, to be successful, to be prosperity, to have blessings, not to be destroyed. And that was the theme of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, very good. Take care. Have a good day. Bezrat Hashem, we are going to continue with Chut Borer today. I have some questions for you written. If you went through the list, we will go through the questions. Yes.